Hi, I'm Cindy Gay, and in today's lesson, I want to talk about what it takes to hook something that has an extremely long taper, and you still want to use your Y cut, okay? Because if you go in with smaller cuts, such as 3s and 4s, it's going to look weird, right? With all your beautiful big loops. Let me show you how to do it. But let's take a nice wide strip. These are hand torn or hand ripped strips, and they're off by the size is a little bit different for each one. So what I want to do is find one that will work for this petal. This size looks really good. I'm going to be using that one. And most rug hookers need 4 layers to hook at a length of a strip, right? And so I'm going to decide that I want it to be thick until about here. So I am going to allow for a tail. Then from here to here, I need 4 times that amount. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there is, I'm going to mark it with a pin just so that I don't forget where that's at, since I'm moving it around more than I would be if it was just me hooking it. Now I need wool for the rest of this. And that goes out a little bit further. So from here to here, I need 4 times that length. 1, 2, 3, 4. This just needs to be close. It does not need to be perfectly accurate. I'm going to cut that off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the strip and I'm going to narrow the width of it by simply cutting it down. And I like to cut with these scissors instead of my offsets, because when I'm cutting this way, it takes a little bit more eye-hand coordination. This is very accurate for me, and since I have them, they feel better on my hands. For this type of cutting, I am going to use this. I like to start at the skinny end, and I'm going to make what my mission is to have a thread that goes all the way through, all the way to a point. Okay, so I don't want to trim just one side. I want to trim from both sides. So I'm going to start right about here, and I've got a very long angle. And you don't want to get all the way back out too quick. Like, say, for instance, here. That would be too abrupt and too quick. So I'm going to go back down and I'm going to keep trimming. Oops. Pin. And then I'm going to turn this over. Now, this is not perfect trimming, but it's good enough. It's going to be a loop after all. It's going to almost completely disappear into this rug. I'm going to stay skinny for a while. And then I'm going to gradually work my way back out to the outside. And I just feel look at the other side and straighten up a little bit. Lumps or bumps. That should do it. Okay, so let's start hooking it. And to hook it, I'm going to start with the fat end. And I'm going to get it started. Ideally, I would probably have the center hooked. But for the camera, it's easier for you to see it if I don't have it. And I'm going to bring it up however high that I need it to be to match the other height of the other loops in my rug. And I'm staying on that line that was drawn straight down the center of this petal. And what I'm noticing is it's not getting skinny enough fast enough. So I'm going to pull the tail up a little bit more. My head's not in your camera view. I can feel it starting to get skinnier. And I'm just going to follow this out to whatever width it comes to. Might have to be a little bit bigger. That would just make it that much prettier. So now it comes down to a nice point. It's nice and fat. I'm not using 3s to hook this. I'm still using my nice wide loops, but it's a single strand for that. It's going to blend better with the rest of my wide cut hooking that's going to be around it, but I still can get the shape of this little pattern piece. Now, I would not necessarily do this for like stars. I have different methods for stars, but this works for these extremely skinny pointed pieces.
Want to see other great videos like that? Then check these out.